What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy got by 2009. Got another good one for y'all today. And I hope y'all enjoy this one. I told y'all I was gonna do the 5 signs, and I hope y'all appreciate this one. I don't need all that extra little light, but I try to give y'all try to make sure y'all can see everything. But got something good for y'all today. I'm sorry it took me so long to get this settled. I appreciate the support and love. Let me see who up. 'Cause I know y'all enjoy this one. A lot of y'all been waiting on this one. I appreciate the love. What's going on, Passion Ruby? What's going on? Y'all make sure y'all like as y'all enter the chat. Like I told y'all yesterday, this one's gonna be all about the 5 signs. Sorry I took so long. I wanted to make sure I wanted to make it right for y'all. But because I know I did it yesterday, but I felt like I could have came a little bit better with that one. So I wanted to make sure I do it right. Even though I know a lot of y'all tell me, hey, it wasn't that bad, but I just wanted to give y'all something a little bit better. So this one I'm gonna talk about all the 5 signs because I know a lot of y'all been waiting for me to talk about it. And plus I wanted to do it at a better time. So I hope y'all appreciate it. Y'all make sure y'all make sure you hit that like button as you enter the chat room. I appreciate the love. Just let me set up like I always do, and I'll be able to get started. And I'll also gonna make sure I post my links if you want to donate, whatever. If you want to email me in chat or whatever, I'll make sure I post my links. Either one of my moderators will do that for me. Um, if you like to hit me up on Instagram. Make sure you follow me at godbody_2009. It's gonna be at godbody_2009. And I appreciate the love. Thank you so much. Let me see. Hi everybody. I hope everybody had a wonderful, wonderful week. I know it's been really, really draining. I know it's been really exhausting. And I know it's been getting the best of all of us, but I try to give y'all a little something to, enjoy, take your mind off that little stuff for a couple of minutes, try to, show y'all some love. Just give me a few, let me set up everything. And I'm gonna go into all the signs. I might not get everything right, I hit everything right on the head, but I'm gonna try to cover the parts that I do know about or the parts that I really know mostly about. So I'm gonna try to hit all the points. And this is coming, always remember this coming from a Scorpio's eyes. So I'm gonna make sure I hit it. It's gonna be in deeper, more in depth, and I probably hit points that you probably never really looked at like that. So just give me a few. And I love y'all. I appreciate all the love. If you haven't checked out my newest video, I kind of did that one in a rush, but please make sure you check out my last video. And I appreciate that also. I'm gonna make sure I read y'all stuff in the chat. Just give me a second to handle this one last thing before I get started. Oh boy, I messed up. Because one thing about doing this, man, sometimes you get in the moods, and things happen or whatever, and you just try to, push through that. Plus, I enjoy doing these for y'all. I enjoy it so much, so I appreciate y'all showing me love and supporting my videos and all that good stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sky 11 Hook. What's going on, Candace? What's going on, Bree? What's going on, Passion Ruby, Sky 11 Hook? Thank you so much for the love. Just give me one last thing. See, I knew this would be a better time to do it in the afternoon because I rushed it yesterday. Y'all make sure y'all like as y'all enter. Thank you so much for coming in. I hope y'all really enjoy this one. I'm gonna bring this one for y'all. So I only see six like. I see a couple of y'all liking. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that thumbs up. But one thing, that first thing that I noticed when I was coming along with fire signs, or when I meet fire signs, is the similar. It's certain similarities as far as water signs. When I see water fire signs, because they all, whether it's the Sagittarius, whether the Aries, whether it's Leo, you see they all very passionate. They all very passionate, driven signs. When you think about fire signs, the first thing you got to understand is they're very active. They like to be outdoors. They like to be hands on. They like to be moving around. They like certain things always moving around. They like to always stay running. They like to always stay in function. They're not the type of sign to really be like staying still too long, or being boring, or being in some type of stagnated mode. But it's certain signs. Even though they fire signs, they might have tendency to slow down at certain times or whatever. But fire signs. One thing I noticed out of them, they like to be outdoors. They're very outdoorsy. They're very active. If you're dating a fire sign female, or female that's in the fire sign, you got to understand she likes to be active. She likes to be outdoors. You know what I'm saying? They're very passionate. They're some of the most extroverted signs. When you talk about a fire sign, and and this is one of the things that might have clash. And I'm gonna talk about the clashes also between the Scorpio and the water signs or whatever. But at certain times it might be certain clash, because the fire signs, they are more extroverted. They are more talkative. More. They have certain. They're a little bit more trusting of strangers, trusting of different people that the Scorpio might not tend to take kindly to or warm up to, because the extra a fire sign, they more quicker to look at a person. They don't really take that real deep in depth look. But I'm not gonna say all of them, because it's some of them that's different. Everybody's have a different personality trait and difference about them. You know what I'm saying? So they could be able to do that, but for the most part, a lot of fire signs, they move really quickly. They don't really take. They really don't. When it comes to their friends and stuff, they don't take a lot of time to really build and really understand them. That's why when they start dating a sign like a water sign or a Scorpio, the Scorpio might look at the surrounding of the fire signs and say, "Oh, they got too many people around them, or they got too many shady characters around them," because we able to look in depth. We able to look at the real deep picture and look at the whole picture that the fire signs might not be able to see, because we look at it in a deeper standpoint. We go beyond words, because a fire sign, they go by more of what a person's saying, or what it appears a person is doing, or what appears a person has, or because they said this, or because they shown this. We look more in tune. We look into the person's mindset. We look more into the person's heart and the person's spirit. We don't really go by their words. Their words don't really mean that much to us until we see them in action, until we see what type of individual they are, until we hit certain situations with that person, those group of people. We see, okay, that person is trustworthy. Oh, that person can be called a friend. We don't really just jump into the mode because we hit it. We had a good experience with them, that is going to be something that has longevity. You know what I'm saying? So this is some of the similar. I'm gonna talk about the similarities. I'm gonna talk about the differences, all that good stuff. One thing about the Sagittarius woman is she's very, very, very athletic. When you see a Sagittarius woman, that's a lot of times you will see her in the you see her playing basketball. You're gonna see a Sagittarius woman running track. You'll see her. You might see her in the gym a lot. You'll see a Sagittarius woman doing a lot of traveling. She likes to move around. She's the type of sign to be very philosophical. She like to study. She like to be talent. She the type that like to do multi dimensional things. She don't like to be in one box. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about Sagittarius, they really bouncy. and they really get very. They're the type of sign that get very bored real quick. They don't really like to be stuck in one place one time. They don't really like to feel like they're cooped in. They don't really like to feel like they're being in some type of real controlled environment that's really dull and really boring. They're not gonna really excel too well at that. You know what I'm saying? And let me see who up in here. Thank you so much, Nina. I'm happy to see y'all in here. I appreciate all the love. And I'm gonna post my links and all that stuff in a little bit, but I'm just getting started with this. My these chords be killing me, man. Hold on, y'all give me a second. I don't know what it is about me and these chords. Give me one sec. I'm so one thing, and this is another thing. One thing, just like the Scorpio, like one thing we're very, they also like just like a Scorpio. They're very heavy handed. They have a very a certain like a Sagittarius. I say one thing that's similar to them, like that to us. They do have a very similar. They can be very uncivilized. They can be very. They atone. They the type that very the box. They like the box. They like to be very hyperactive. You know what I'm saying? They the type like, and when you look up a Sagittarius, a lot of times they will tell you they like the. They love to uncivilized brawling. They like to fight. They like to box. They like to roughhouse. You know what I'm saying? They're the type of sign that really like to be active. You know what I'm saying? The thing that hits a problem with water signs are Scorpio, especially, you know what I'm saying, is the Sagittarius. They can be, at certain times they can be cool, you know what I'm saying? They can be wonderful. You know what I'm saying? When you meet a good Sagittarius, they can be very talkative. They can teach you a lot about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Y'all excuse me. They can teach you a lot about yourself, but at certain times they can be the thing that hits the clash with the Scorpio and the Sagittarius is the Sagittarius could be sort of tactless with their words. Even though Scorpio does have a harsh tongue also, and we have a tendency to be very blunt with our tongues and be very sharp with their tongue. Sagittarius, they could be really, really quick to do that. They're a lot more quicker to do that. They are a lot more spontaneous when it comes to their tactlessness. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I could see that messes up a lot of Sagittarius and a lot of Scorpio relationships is because the Sagittarius might say something that gets on the Scorpio nerves, or they might say something crazy, or they might put their foot in their mouth, so to say, because Sagittarius, they don't really have that secrecy thing about them. They don't really hold a whole lot of stuff too well, a whole lot of personal stuff. So they type that if the Scorpio want them to keep certain secrets, I keep certain things in private. The Sagittarius might accidentally, speak out on something, or say something. So it's certain times like the Scorpio might say something that hurt the Sagittarius feelings, or make them mad and run off, because the Scorpio, even in the worst situations, the Scorpio will stick around at certain times. You know what I'm saying? We do have a very loyal thing about ourselves. We stick it out. We stick certain things out with people. We know that's why they say Scorpio, we're a very loyal individual. We're a very loyal partner. That's why a lot of times it's hard for us to deal with not just the Sagittarius alone, because I'm not gonna just put it on the Sagittarius alone, but sometimes you gotta put it on the five signs as a whole, because certain times the five signs they move they move more. It's more like they just move fast. It don't really. It's not really thought out. Like a lot of times, the fire sign will do things off of the emotion. They'll do things off um, the moment, the heat of the moment, or the heat of their emotion, or the heat of the way they feel. Because even my friend side, I wish she was in here because she would be able to break it down. Let me see. Got Nina up in here still here. And y'all don't have to be so quiet. I know y'all gonna watch it. I know it's a Wednesday. That's why I said I don't know. Maybe did y'all think I started it too early? Do y'all think I should have waited? Or do y'all think it's a good time and just go ahead and push the video out? God body, don't worry about all that. Cause I don't know. I don't know how y'all perceive. I don't know how y'all like uh my videos. Okay. With the thing that a lot of people might ask, like, why, how can a like a Aries, Leo, fire sign actually even connect with the Scorpio? What is it that like we both see in each other? What is the passion? You know, a lot of times, like I'm not even gonna lie, my twin flame has been fire signs, like because it's both, it's very passionate. We both have a tendency to be very hot headed, have very high tempers. You know what I'm saying? Even though they might say it's a fire sign, I say the Aries, they have a very loyal connection about themselves. They're not the type, even though they're a fire sign, they're not the type to really, you know, the men are different, but I can only go by certain women. Like they the type to really stick it out. They like to hold on to their partner. They don't really like to, when they find somebody they they love really hard. They don't really have this light emotional about themselves. They don't have a, they not the real shallow type. They can be really, even though they can be hot headed, they can have a hot temper, they can get a little wild sometimes, but they are, it's worth it in the long run. You know what I'm saying? They are very wonderful sign. They're very loyal sign. They're very loving sign. But the thing that happens with the clash is the temper. You know what I'm saying? The Aries is very hot headed. The Aries is like a wild rock wilder. When they mad, it could be like a wild rock wilder that's haven't been fed. It's like they can get crazy. When you look at an Aries that's mad, look up videos with the Ram. Look up videos with Ram attacking people and how the Rams get pissed off and start charging people and start headbutting people and start fighting and tearing stuff up. That's how the Aries get. They can be very hot tempered. They can get wild. And at times the Scorpio, we're not that type to really back down at all. We the type that we can get very wild. We can get very crazy also. So it can be when they do have clashes, it can get real ugly. When they do fall out, it can be really ugly because they're both very passionate. They both can be very stubborn. They both can be very crazy. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, you know, Aries don't match well with the Scorpio because water and fire." It can be like that, but I feel like if they both are mature and they both are willing to, you know, look at each other and really love each other. I feel like if they really love each other, I feel like it can work, but it's gonna take time in understanding, because the thing that the Aries gonna have to understand is Scorpio. He's not gonna be like this sign that's going to show his cards, be this open book, or be this soft character. Aries woman, and a Leo woman can be the same way. She's the type of individual that likes, she likes she likes to be the aggressor. She likes to be the one that spearhead everything. She likes to be in front and everything. But Aries, you know what I'm saying? It's harder. It's very hard for her. It's almost baffling for her to find a man that can actually handle her. You know what I'm saying? You can't be just any kind of man and handle an Aries. You got to be masculine. You got to be strong. You got to be a type of person that look her in her face and tell her, "Hey, I'm not taking this," or, "Hey, that you doing too much right there." Because if you're not an individual man that has a certain strength about yourself, like a Scorpio, if you don't, like a Taurus, like just a strong sign with a strong masculine, you know, characteristics, she's gonna run all over you. Because she's very strong, she's very high tempered, she's very hot natured. So a man that's weak, that's soft nature, that's scared to talk and scared to, raise his voice, scared to tell her about herself, she's gonna run all over you. She's gonna get She's gonna get all crazy. She's gonna get out of control. Cause think about this. Think about it like this. Put it in retrospect, just like an example. You know what I'm saying? It's just like having a flame that's burning. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't control that flame, it's just like a lantern or anything. If you don't control that flame right, it's gonna get all of, it can get out of control. It can burn stuff. It can almost cause enormous combustion. It can destroy a lot of stuff if you don't keep that flame under control. If you keep the flame under control, is very warming. It's very enduring. It's very cozy. You know what I'm saying? It's very comforting. You can cook, you can heat your stuff up, you can relax outside, you can do all types of stuff if the fire is under control. But if that fire gets out of control, it can become dangerous. It can become it can become very hazardous. You know what I'm saying? It can become it can become suffocating because even blazing fire can cause much smoke, and much smoke can poison you. Too much smoke can choke you off. And certain times the Aries, they let stuff, they get burn them up, and they let stuff burn out of control. You know what I'm saying? And the Scorpios, he's the type that's gonna, you know, blow. He's gonna drown that air. He's gonna drown the ram. We don't. If he's in a certain mode or in a certain personality trait, he might be relaxed. He might be cool. You know what I'm saying? He might be. He understand it. But when that Aries, if she's a real high nature, hot temper Aries, like an early April or mid April type of Aries, she's very. You got to be strong. You got to have a strong voice. You got to be able to stand your ground. Whatever you came into the relationship saying, you stood on, stand on that. Whatever you, even if it pisses her off, even if she don't want to talk to you, you got to understand, like, she's a strong individual. She's stubborn. She likes to like, just like a Leo. They like to be spoiled. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about a Leo or Aries, they like to be spoiled. They like the hot nature, hot tempered daddy's girl. You know what I'm saying? They like to be spoiled. They like to be everything to go their way. So if you're not a type of individual that let your voice be heard, you're not a type of individual that put your foot down, a Leo gonna run over you. She's gonna make your life like you a little wimp. You know what I'm saying? Like you a little boy. You know what I'm saying? If you scared to tell her, hey, that's a bad idea. If you tell her, hey, chill out. Like you need to calm down, because Aries, she get wild. When she get mad, she get crazy, she get wild, she get emotional. You got to be a type of individual, be like, hey, I don't care how, it is what it is. You got to calm down. I'm going my own separate way. You got to be able to walk alone if you got to, because if she sees that you weak, if she sees that you're gonna be a type of man or that type of individual that's not gonna say nothing, a Leo she's gonna take the lead. She's gonna snatch your ball sack. She's gonna snatch your ball sack. It's funny because I've been seeing people put the picture up of the lioness biting the lion's ball sack off. I don't know why I've been seeing that a lot. It's been funny, but they do that, and they, like, if the lion don't have enough sexual stamina, they say the lioness will bite his ball sack off or something like that. So it's kind of funny, but it's almost like it's like that. It's like, if you don't have a certain strength about yourself, if you don't have a certain stamina about yourself, if you don't have that certain um umph about yourself, she's not going to be interested. If you just, you know, it's nothing wrong with being a caring, guys. An Aries or a fire sign or a Sagittarius woman, they do like to be loved and like to be cared, just like any woman. Not just because they a fire sign, they not gonna be over the top, but she's gonna be wild. She's gonna be like, why am I with him if you all scared, if she get all crazy and get all defiant, because they do they do get defiant, they get wild, they get stubborn, they get out of control. So if you're not a type of individual, tell her, hey, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. If they get out of control, they get a little crazy. Nina, Nita said, oh my goodness, so true. Wow, you're reading me. Yeah, liners do go a little crazy. You're right, God body. Yep, I'm an Aries. Aries and Leos get along very well. Aries Scorpio has a weird understanding of each other. A lot of times the Leos or the Aries will come like twin flames with the Scorpio. It sounds weird because you would think it would be a Cancer, or you would think it'd be a lot of times be a Pisces, but I feel like even though they're water signs, Pisces and Cancer are water signs, like it takes a certain Cancers. I think certain Cancers understand that side of Scorpio, but I feel like it's only certain Cancers that understand that side. I feel like the Aries, they in the Leos, they understand that ferocious side of the Scorpio. They understand that very passionate, that very charismatic, that very aggressive side of Scorpio. They really love that. They love they feel the warmth of his protection, even though they might the Scorpio might get on the Aries nerves, I might get on the Leo's nerves. They love his strength, they love his leadership, they love his tenacity, they love his charisma, they love his strength. She's not gonna be the type of woman that be beside a man that's scared to tell her no. She's not gonna be respectful of a man that's scared to speak his voice. She's not gonna be respectful of a man that's scared to tell her, regardless of how you feel, I'll leave you if you don't get it together. But if you the type that be like, okay, baby, let's work this out. I know you're cussing me out. I know you're raising your voice and you're hot tempered and you don't listen. Please, like, we can work this out. We can just sit down. We can just talk. She's gonna run all over you. She's gonna get crazy. She's gonna get wild. She's like if you think about a Leo, think about the lioness. Think about like a wild cat. Like she's gonna be ferocious. She's gonna be full of passion. She's gonna be full of vigor. Like she's very very very. She has that very feisty cat thing about herself. She's very class. She had that like almost that arrogance, but not like that over the top air. But they have that ego thing about them. She likes to be spoiled. She likes compliments. She likes to be acknowledged for her everything she does. You know what I'm saying? But the thing that gets her clash with the Scorpio is she likes a crowd. She likes an audience. She likes a group of supporters. She likes people that applaud everything she does, even when she's out of her mind and going crazy. She always has at least five people that's going to agree with everything she does. And you can look at you don't have to take my God body word for it. Go look at any Leo that you know. They tell me if I'm wrong. They always have a group of at least three people that's going to kiss their butt on everything they saying. Not that she respects them that much, but she does love them, and she will kill for her, even her butt because she loves her butt kisses. So she will kill for her butt kisses because the Leo loves her. She loves to have her fur rubbed. She loves to have her ego stroked. You know what I'm saying? She likes her supporters. She likes to be take lead. You know what I'm saying? So the Scorpio, he's the type that have a strong personality. We're not the type that really follow crowds. We're not the type that care about nobody's leadership. We're not the type that really care about a person with a strong ego or a strong, pride or thing like that. Like so, the Leo might become irritated with the fact that the Scorpio is not willing to do what she says. Like who the hell he think he is. I'm a Leo. I'm the queen of the jungle. I'm going to have it my way or no way. You're gonna stroke my. You gotta say it like a Leo. You're gonna stroke my Leo ego. I'm gonna attack you. I'm gonna scratch you. I'm gonna claw you. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna pounce on you. You know what I'm saying? And the Scorpio, he's one of the few people that will go toe to toe with the Leo. He's not gonna bow down to the Leo. Their fights can get really bad when they're really close. When we close with a Leo, it's really close because we're both passionate. A Leo, just like the Aries, I feel like a lot of people say, they when they're in it with you, I say they are in it with you all the way. If a Leo is in a relationship with you, they in it all the way. Like like they all the way in, you know what I'm saying? But they do have the tendency to get wild, they get reckless, and I think they pride and their recklessness gets them in trouble. If it wasn't for them being reckless at times and letting their pride and their egos get in the way, they very loyal partners. I feel like even when they are prideful, I feel like it's hard for a Leo to let their partners go, even though they have the ego thing and they have they like to play it off like they got everything going on. I feel like the Leo likes to they always hold on to their partners. Anything that they love or fall in love, they always hold it very close to 'em. I'm gonna put. I don't know how many people gonna be up in here, but I'm trying to do what I told y'all. Hey, 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 yeah, you got the live, Sarah. Hey, Aaliyah. So true about the five signs. Like as far as just building with like Sagittarius men, like it used to always be a clash because like a Sagittarius dudes, they always like to, not all of them, but like if you meet immature Sagittarius, they like to argue, they like to fight, they like to be in the mix of stuff, they like to step outside and try you. They because I told you like they the type to have to be under the description. They like to fight. They like to argue. They like to box. They like to roughhouse. Just like uh, men did back in the day. Like we don't mind doing that, but it's like they like to play. Like they're very playful. Like they like to play all the time. And I feel like the clash that I had with Sagittarius was always because something just came out of nowhere. Because when you think about a Sagittarius, they the type that they'll pull out surprises. They the type that do something that you never expected. They the type that'll say something that you never expected. So a lot of times it might make the Scorpio mad. They at the time they might have a certain clash or whatever. So it's I feel like as far as like a Sagittarius and the Scorpio, it can work, but it might take some time. You know what I mean? See, yeah, I'm doing this. See, y'all can't say if y'all don't, support the video. Y'all can't say God body didn't try to knock it out for y'all and try to make it happen for y'all. I'm gonna put my link in one time if y'all wanna show some love. If you enjoying it, please support it. If you enjoying it, if you feel like it's good or whatever. And it's not the fact that being blunt with words. It's like they try to take a strike at you at times, but it's not all Sagittarius. It's just certain Sagittarius. They could just be wild. They're very uncivilized. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it can come off as being tactless. It can come off as being thoughtless or whatever to a water sign or a more conservative sign. You know what I'm saying? Even though they're not trying to do that, they're only trying to be honest. They only trying to show love. But I feel like if a Sagittarius want to be understood by a Scorpio or water sign more, they just have to understand that we take things more deeply. We are affected by breakups more deeply. Just like that's why I say about any fire sign, but we take things more deeply. We take it way more seriously. Your words will have way more impact when it comes to a Scorpio. We take everything you say seriously, and a lot of times Sagittarius they mean they don't. It ain't all that serious with them. They don't. It ain't all that serious when they do something or say something. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times it might come off as a surprise when you get mad or whatever. I feel like the Aries, it could be the same way, like when you're dealing with an Aries woman, like, and I said this in the video yesterday, but since I'm redoing it, I'm gonna say it again. Like they take issues as being okay. They'll blow up crazy. You know what I'm saying? They'll blow up on you. They'll go crazy, but they don't feel like the extreme that a Scorpio might react or the extreme that a Scorpio might feel about a certain situation with the Aries. They don't understand that. They'll blow up. They'll blow up like a ticking time bomb, but it's like, okay, I blew up. Okay, let's go to this now. But certain ones they do hold grudges. You know what I'm saying? But they hold grudges on some crazy stuff, but at the same time they'll get baffled if the Scorpio hold grudges. They'll get baffled if the Scorpio possibly blows up because they're not used to being challenged about their actions. They're not used to being questioned about their actions because most people that are surrounded the Aries, they're not really strong enough to really voice their opinions to the Aries. Even the ones that do voice their opinion to the Aries, they're scared, they're really nervous and apprehensive about doing so. But when it comes to the Scorpio, we're like, okay, whatever you feel, if whether you go, leave, do whatever, hate me forever, whatever, this is what it is. And the Aries, they might not take that very well because she's not used to being around a lot of strong individuals. She's used to being able to get her way. She's used to being able to boss her way around. She's used to being able to direct people around. So being with a Scorpio is a strong, a evolved Scorpio because if Aries is with a weak Scorpio, she's going to run all over him. She's going to talk all stuff to him. She's going to go all crazy. But if she meet evolved Scorpio, we don't really. He's not going to really play with that. He ain't going to really tolerate her crazy wild behavior because Aries, they had a tendency to be wild. You know what I'm saying? They can be uncivilized also, just like the Sagittarius. Y'all make sure y'all like y'all coming in here watching. Hit that like button. Let me see what you say. I see somebody said something. Hey, Team Urban News. I'm a Pisces dating a Scorpio man. What kind of balance do you like when it comes to standing on things? There is always some drama. I mean, what do you mean? Can you go in a little bit more detail? That's all I'm asking. I understand what you're saying, but I just want a little bit more, just a little bit more detail. Yeah, line is due a little crazy. You know, when I was around like a Leo or dating a Leo or whatever, like they like to you know she's beautiful. She just gets so they like a Leo. They so wild. They so crazy, man. Like when she's in love, like she lose all her composure. She can be real. She can get real wild. She can get real uncivilized. Like when she's passionate about you and she loves you, like the sex, like when you physically sexual with her, she's very high energy. She's very high energetic. She's not the type that be that scared of anything when it comes to the bedroom. She's very open minded. She's very high energetic, just like a lioness in the jungle. You know what I'm saying? She's not gonna expect anything less. If you the type that lack in the sack, or the type that's real lazy, or the type that's real weak in bed, she's not gonna respect it. She's not gonna take it lightly. Just like the lion, just like when I told you how they had the picture of the lioness biting the lion's balls off, he getting his balls bitten off. Like that's how Leos are in real life. Like you got to be high energy. And I think when she deal with a Scorpio, she likes that high sexual energy thing about the Scorpio, but we are more. It's more passionate with us. It's more crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I think when she get a taste of that and that love sting from the Scorpio, I feel like it drives the Leo crazy. It's like she's like, oh, she's like, no, I don't just want half. I don't just want half. You're not gonna just give me half of this thing. You're gonna give me the whole sting. Like she wants. She's like she could become. Even though they say Scorpios, we are very over the top and very over the dramatic. A Leo, she can be very over the top, very dramatic. She can get wild and crazy, things like that. She can get to the point she can exhaust you. If you're not a man with high stamina, if you're not a man of high energy, she's not the woman that you need to be with. The Aries also, I think the same thing with Sagittarius. She's very playful in bed, but when it comes to Leo or Aries, they more very passionate. Please hit the button. So, and just like the Leo, I feel like the Aries is very baffled by the high stamina of the Scorpio and like how he just over how he dominates her and make her feel. You know what I'm saying? So they very like Aries. That's why I say that's why yesterday I was whatever about the Aries, but I'm like I wanted to put more detail. Like I feel like the Aries, like they're very it could be a very good relationship, but you just got to they got to calm down. They got to understand the individual. They just got to be like, okay, he's a Scorpio. He's dominant. He's hard headed. He's stubborn. I'm stubborn. I got a big mouth. I'm hot headed. It has to be a realization. It has to be a accountability. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not going to work if they don't be honest with each other. It got to be a certain honesty. It got to be a certain close understanding of each other. Because if it's not like that, it's not going to be. They never going to work out. God body. I guess I noticed that it's high drive for my Scorpio to know everything about me and give little information. He's just trying to fill you out. He's just trying to see if you are who you. He's just trying to figure you out. That's all. He's not trying. He's not trying to be funny. He's not trying to give you a hard time. That's just how he is. You know, Aries. Even though they can get wild, they can get crazy. Like my homeboy, like Aries, like they loyal, like they'll ride with you, like they don't care like how whatever they'll ride with you, but it's just like they have a tendency to be like a spoiled kid. Sometimes they'll get mad and get it's like no, you're gonna give me my way. This is my way. No, you're not gonna do that. They get real aggressive, and if you're not strong and you're not the type of person that stand on what you and know what you standing for and know what you standing on, they gonna crumble you. They gonna crush you because you're not gonna be able to back your words up. You're not gonna be able to stand on your own, and they're gonna be able to see that. Just like a Leo, if you a type of individual that's scared to, tell her about herself, you type of individual that's scared to, whatever. You got to be physically, just like I told you, they fire signs, so they physically active. They're very hot natured, very hot temper, very high drive. So if you type of individual that's easily pushed to the side, you type of person that's easily intimidated, they can become very wild. They can push you over. About him, let me see about him. But when it comes to questioning him about it, there is a problem. He thinks I'm doing what he is doing to me. He scares me to the core because I feel there's something. But he's feeling the same about me. And then, oh, okay, I see. Tony Urban News. Then say that Aries is a child of Zodiac. Yeah, like I love the Aries. Like I understand what you're saying, Team Herbal News. It's like we do that. You know what I'm saying? I can make a video about that. I can talk about the jealousy, like how Scorpio. It's not like that. That's like I told you. It's not the jealousy that you think it is. It's not. It's not like it's the jealousy. Like oh, I'm insecure, so let me be jealous. It's like the jealous where it's like I don't nobody gonna cross us. We don't like nobody playing with us. If you want to talk to somebody's girl, go try that somewhere else. It's like don't even try it. If you want to try it, we're gonna things are going to happen. That's all I'm going to say. He's not going to be all happy, smiley, and even as crazy it might seem, the Leo woman, she kind of like like teetering with that at times, not all the time. I'm not saying every Leo in the world, but at certain times the Leo she will try your hand and see how strong you are. Are you really that strong, Scorpio? Are you really? And the Aries will do the same thing. They will try to find out, are you really that strong? Can you really stand on your own? Are you really going to tell them, hey, that's BS? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to be the type to squirm away and try to, be under their toes? You know what I'm saying? It's either it's one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Oh yeah, let me put my email. I ain't put my email. I'm gonna put my Instagram too. If y'all want to follow me at Godbody underscore 2009. Put my email so y'all can hit me up. Cause I know it's certain days and all this stuff, but I was like, man, let me go ahead and do this because I told y'all I was gonna do it yesterday. So I'm like, man, let me go ahead and just do this for y'all right quick. That's what I said. Let me y'all show me some love and all that good stuff if you can. Make sure you hit that like button. Thank you so much. Somebody. Okay. I really appreciate y'all. Let me see what you said. Scorpio and Aries is the most. You know, Scorpio and Aries, it's very dynamic. It's very explosive. It's no lightweight. It's no light combination. It's no light individual. It's no light way to make this relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's like once when this is me personally, even like whether it's my homeboy making friends, it was just like we were close, we tighter than tight. But the Aries, they're very spontaneous when it comes to their temper, their anger. But just like I said, they're not the type that really take things as deeply. It's not gonna. It's they take it deeply, but it's not gonna. Not certain situations. You know what I'm saying? Certain situations, Aries will blow up. You know what I'm saying? The Scorpio will get really sour about it, and the Aries will not understand that. They won't really comprehend. Like, okay, I know you got mad, but you supposed to. It's supposed to have a limit on it. It's supposed to have. You. It's not. You're supposed to. Calm down. But water is not like fire. You know what I'm saying? Fire can be. Calm with a few blows, but water is a different ball game. It can get a lot more messier. You know what I'm saying, when you're dealing with water. Let me say, I feel Aries at beginning of the month is more fire than one in the middle of the month, and when it comes to Scorpios, are more strong than the ones. And okay. All right, guys. Hey, thank you so much. Y'all make sure y'all like it. Y'all enter. I'm gonna bring this video out since I'm talking about three signs. I'm gonna make the video strong. I ain't gonna just be in a hurry to end it. Hey, Nakia, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna bring it out for y'all. But y'all show me that love, and y'all show me y'all appreciate my videos. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And just like I said, make sure you watch my last video because I know sometimes I put the videos out real fast. I'm not gonna lie, like dealing with like a Sagittarius woman, dealing with the Aries, like you gotta have a high drive. You gotta just like, oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You gotta have a very high drive. You gotta be a type of individual that's going to, you know, speak your voice. Like you can't be this type of individual that's going to just lay down for everything. You can't be this individual that's just going to bow down to everything, even though they teach you coming up. Okay, um you know treat her like a lady or whatever. Do then that's fine. But if you are too, if you too soft, if you come off as passive aggressive, if you come off as being an individual that'll go for anything, if you don't really have no morals or standards that you stand on, she's gonna call you out. If you're a type of individual that's soft, that's really nice guy, like like I'm not trying to be funny. If you like a really nice guy, like she's gonna run over you. She's gonna step all over you. She's gonna hurt your feelings. You know what I'm saying? Because they're very Aries are very blunt. You know what I mean? Sagittarius are very blunt. The Leo woman is very blunt. You know what I'm saying? She can be very loud. Even if she has a more introverted personality, she can become very untamed. She can be very uncivilized. A Leo woman and an Aries woman, they can be very hot natured. Aries don't like a lot of women around their men. They can get very hot headed. They very territorial. You know what I'm saying? They think because a lot of people think because it's an Aries, she's gonna be laid back. She's gonna be carefree. They don't love real hard. Like, no, Aries, she loves very hard. Her nature is very hot, just like a fire. You know what I'm saying? She's very hot nature. You know what I'm saying? She's very territorial when it comes to somebody that she loves. Is very strong. It's not gonna it's not gonna be something easy. You know what I'm saying? When you enter a field as a Scorpio with dealing a fire sign, we know is and any Scorpio can tell you it's one of the most it's either one way or another. But it's gonna always be full of passion. It's gonna always be full of energy. You know what I'm saying? It's very passionate. And I think the Aries, she loves the Scorpio's strength. she love. I think even though we are very eccentric and very misunderstood, I think the Aries like that kind of eccentric masculinity about the Scorpio, where he don't take none of her mess. You know what I'm saying? And she likes that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not going to just bow down to everything she said. He's not weak. She know he's not weak. You know what I'm saying? She knows he's going to voice his opinion. You know what I'm saying? She'll still get mad though. That's one thing about the Aries. She know just how the Scorpio is. That's the thing that can make it real clash, because the Aries, she understands every piece of the Scorpio. I think the Aries is very good at depicting a Scorpio's nature, but she's so stubborn, and the Aries and the Leos and all the facets, they're so stubborn. They'll arrogantly overlook stuff just because they don't want to, just because it's not fun to look at, because it's not something they want to agree with. It's not something that they want to admit to. It's not something that they want to submit to. It's very, very hard for them to calm down. It's very hard for them to chill out, because it almost feels like they're giving up some type of competition. It almost feel like they're giving up some type of crown or something. You know what I'm saying? They're very, very um they very they can be just very stubborn. We Libras like Scorpio guys. Yeah, I hear that, Joanna. Let me make sure I got read everybody's stuff, but he is feeling the same about me. Yeah, like we can get very territorial as Scorpio man. We very territorial. You know, when it comes to our women, we don't like to play around. We very serious. We're very close net. Like the Aries, she can be the same way though. That's what one thing that baffled me about being with a Leo or being with Aries. I didn't realize they were so affectionate. They're very affectionate, because when it comes to affection, you can only get that from water signs. Because the Aries, I thought they were too untamed, a little bit too wild to really have a deep type of affection that's real connected. But I think a lot of times the Scorpio, when it comes to fire signs, we take it. We don't. It's hard for us to take them seriously sometimes, because they blow off and get hot headed for such the smallest stuff. So a lot of times we don't know where they stand. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if we can really trust them. We don't know if we can really put a relationship into their hands, because sometimes they can get so untamed and so wild. You know, how can you really trust that person? How can you really expect that person to stick around? You know what I'm saying? Is That's the only thing I see a problem with, is the longevity with fire signs, is because they don't they don't understand us, and we do take time to understand them. We look at them very in depth, but I think they don't understand us at the moment. It's never at that same moment. They understand us, but they don't take the time to sit there and just realize they already know the deeper parts of us. They already understand that. Y'all make sure y'all like I see 24. Y'all make sure y'all like, they understand us, but they don't understand, like, it don't hit them, it don't really marinate until you're gone, until that water sign's gone, until that Scorpio is gone, until that Pisces gone, until that Cancer is gone. Like, they don't understand what they did wrong, and why did the person react the way they reacted, until later on. The value of a loved one that's close to the Aries, when they blow off or they do something crazy, they don't understand the effect or the impact that person had in their life until it sinks in. It takes time for it don't hit them right away, because they're so stubborn. They'll brush it to the side and ignore it, rather, even though it's right in front of their face. You know what I'm saying? So it takes time for them to really understand each other. It takes time for that the fire signs to really sink in, and yeah, and understand how valuable the Scorpio is, because they can be they just get a little wild, and they do stuff very fast. They do stuff very quickly. They're not the type to really take time. So an Aries, she'll blow off real fast and be like, oh, I knew I blew off. I knew I raised my voice. I knew I got crazy. I knew I stepped out of bounds. But why is he getting mad for this long? Why did he want to blow it off? Why don't he want to date me no more? Why don't he want to be in a relationship no more? They don't really understand that. It don't really sink into them. Like, stuff don't affect everybody the same way. People don't take being spoken to a certain way lightly. People don't take people being disrespectful lightly. You know what I'm saying? People don't, just because it's something that you agree on, is not, don't mean it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for the Aries and Leos, and they're very much in their head. If it makes sense to them, it should make sense to everybody. But that's not how a Scorpio is not the type to really bow down to that. He's not the type that's really going to agree to that and really hear what they're saying. So I feel like if it's both sides really understand each other, they really take that time. Oh yeah, I brought some to drink. I see. I knew about yesterday. I was like, man, I gotta prepare better for this. You know, a lot of times I feel like because they move so fast, because they so misunderstood, a lot of times they don't understand, why the Scorpio react that way. Why does he take stuff so seriously? Why did I know I get mad, I know I blow up, but they're not used to somebody having the same energy. They're not used to somebody having that same strength. They're not used to being with a partner with that same passion as they are. They're not used to having somebody with the same heart of love as they do. So it's hard for them to adjust to it. But I feel like once the Aries learn the Scorpio and take that time, I feel like the more that time pass, I feel like the better, and the more it depends on how where the Aries head at also. You know what I'm saying? If they if they already ready to, you know, um, build something, if they're serious, if they're willing to put their BS to the side and put their egos to the side, on both sides, I feel like it could work between a fire sign and a Scorpio. But if they're not willing to look at themselves as much as a Scorpio in this with the same depth and with the same serious and realization, I feel like it will never work because in the Scorpio we will admit and be blunt and look at everything for what it is, even if it's bad on our part. We will look at it. But if the fire sign that we're dating, having a friendship with, or whatever it may be, doesn't put that ego to the side, put that real hot temper to the side, and just think and let stuff sink in, it's never going to work. But I feel like if they understand each other and take that time and that serious, it will work out. It can be a wonderful relationship. It can be a wonderful bond that can last forever. I feel like it's nothing that they can. I feel like when the Aries and the Scorpio get together, it's nothing that can stop them. They do stuff with speed, with passion, with aggression. I feel like it's nobody that can outdo them in energy when it comes to an Aries and Scorpio, or Leo and the Scorpio. I feel like it's no real energy that can outdo these two duos except for a Cancer and the Scorpio because they both water and the can. But the only thing that stops the Cancer and the Scorpio is when the Cancer gets into that little pouting mode where they don't come out of that, and it ruins the relationship. Just like the Aries, sometimes they get into their prideful mode and they don't come out of that. You know what I'm saying? Which ruins the relationship. So I feel like just like with anything and anybody, I feel like once they get to understand each other, put the BS to the side, I feel like it can work. But other than that, it's going to always be an issue or be a problem if they're not willing to, sit at the round table and be honest and be real. When you're dealing with the Leo, understand this too, fellas. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention this. She can be a princess sometimes. She doesn't mind sitting painting her toenails, like the Queen of Sheba while you lifting 1,000 pounds of bricks. Like she's the type to sit in the lawn chair to paint her fingernails while you sweating like you on the Underground Railroad. Like she will sit there and paint her toenails and sashay in the shade. You know how you see the line, like sashaying in the shade. You know what I'm saying? Just like I told y'all yesterday, she can be like she can be aggressive, but understand she's still a lady. She's still a female. She's still very feminine. So just like I seen my Leo, like she was rough. She was strong as an ox. She was wild. She was like, and she wasn't scared to fight either. But I seen her skirt away like a little kitten. She was just like I like what you scared. I like all that stuff, that tough talk you be doing. And she was scared away like she was like a little kitten. You know what I'm saying? She was like I'm not no kid. She like I ain't no, I'm not no lioness no more. I'm just a kitten. Yeah, like she was like, no, I ain't trying to. Nah, bruh, I don't want none of this girl. So she can turn into a kitten. You know what I'm saying? She can go from a wild lion to a kitten. So it's two sides to her. You know what I'm saying? You have the feminine kitten, then you have the ferocious lion, the ferocious lioness. So understand that. Hey, Miss Lejean, I hope you enjoyed the video, Miss Lejean. But I love y'all. I hope y'all appreciate it. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I'll be back soon. Y'all make sure y'all support me. Please, please watch my last video. Donate. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. If you go follow me on Godbody underscore 2009. I love y'all. I hope y'all really enjoyed this one. Big kiss to all of y'all, all my bros, pounds, thank you so much. I love y'all, man. I appreciate all the love. I hope y'all enjoy this. And always understand, don't necessarily think that, fire signs don't get along with water signs all the time. It's not, it depends on the individual. It depends on the level of maturity of the individual. It depends on the spirit of the individual. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a fire sign or a water sign. I feel like if the fire sign is willing to, understand and vice versa, I feel like it can work. But if it's nothing but pride, ego, and slandering, it's not going to work. Just like with anything. So I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this, and I will see y'all later on. Peace.